So yeah, 6 million years later, here I am, trying to work out what I missed. You missed the war between the Autobots and the Decepticons? The who and the who? I missed it too. Wait, a war that lasted 6 billion years? More or less. Who won? Depends on who you ask. As I can understand it, both sides wanted change. They just disagreed over nature, scales, and purpose. One side rose up against the corrupt Senate, and one sought to emancipate the people. The other side, while superficially opposed to the ruling, elites were terrified of the revolution. They wanted an orderly transition from one system of government to another, provided they remained in control, of course. One side swept across the planet, liberating province after province. The inhabitants were expected to help their liberators overthrow the old order. The other side saw this as an act of coercion and vowed to kill the uprising. The Senate fell, but the war continued. The Autobots and the Decepticons. I wonder, Tailgate, if you've been there at the time. If you heard the call to arms, and watched the recruitment rallies and seen the training camps and the branding ceremonies. If you've been there at the time, on which side would you have fought? So scrap metal has found its way into your transformation clock. Don't know how I missed it the first time. Doc? Yes, I know the war is over and everything, but I've been hearing about what happened, and I want to be a Decepticon. We need to talk about Tailgate. Tailgate, right, of course. Which one's Tailgate? The white one about this high, square head, blue optics, spent 6 million years trapped underground, oblivious to the passage of time? Oh, that Tailgate. He wants to become a Decepticon. Well, he can't, can he? Not without Megatron or one of his conclaves presiding over the affiliation ceremony, which, by the way, is a lot more invasive than ours. Seriously, Drift says to rip out a portion of your spark casting and turn it into a Decepticon patch. You're missing my point. Tailgate has identified himself as a Decepticon sympathizer. So what? We tell him off? We send him home? I suppose you want me to arrest him. Are you alright, Magnus? You seem a bit, don't say I'm irritable. It really irritates me. Look, it's my job to maintain order on this ship, and that's not easy. When people like Tailgate start acting unpredictably, now that the war is over, everyone seems a lot more individual. I don't like it. Hey, we all have to find the Knights of Cybertron. Do we? Jackpot's only here because he lost a bet. World's here by accident, and Skids as well. Who knows what's going on with Skids? What about you? Why are you here? Honestly, I'm not sure anymore. I'm starting to think I should have stayed behind. My advice? Ease up a bit. You could be a bit too rigid in your outlook. A little flex is good. Sometimes better to bend than snap. What about Tailgate? Hey, you leave Tailgate to me. Can I just say I find this a little intimidating? 1 minute I'm recharging, the next this guy with fists the size of about 50 regular fists says you want to teach me a lesson? That might be a poor choice of words. I gathered you meant Rewind. Hey bud. Rewind has millions of years of Cybertronian history stored in its eternal database. It's going to share some of it with you via a cerebral stream of super compressed visual data. Okay, you're about to see the edited highlights of War Wars, all of our darkest hours in what? 11.3 seconds. Oh, so it's a history lesson? Is there a test at the end? In a way, but for now I want you to remember these two things. Autobot, Decepticon. The rest you should be able to work out for yourself. Rewind, commencing playback now. What are you showing him? Everything. Well, everything that matters. Neutron's rise to power, the fall of the Grand Imperium, and a prime and the gunshot that killed a civilization, Declaration Day, the fall of the first 5 cities, Vaughn, Tarn, Helix, Aeon, Tesserus, Hellpoint, the resurgence of Triple M, the Sumatsi Massacre, and the endless retaliation. Rise at the Consulate, Starscream's attack on Luna 2, Battlewing's anti-neutral programs, Luigian army of demons and half-forms. Put them all together and you get the Uprising, the Exodus, the Remote Age, the Cataclysm, and the Surge. The first 5 epochs that pushed our race to the brink of extinction. Hey, okay. You made your point. You made your point. You lied to me. You made me look like a goddamn idiot. All that scrapped about Decepticons being freedom fighters when you knew they were the bad guys? You knew? I gave you the briefest overview of the war through the eyes of an outsider. You're the one who decided to pick a side. Bad guys and good guys? Really? Do you really think life is as straightforward as that? You let me walk around an Autobot ship and tell everyone I want to be a Decepticon. I'm sorry, Cyclonus. Please, sorry, Cyclonus.